welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Wednesday, May 11th. I'm Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. Sunday, May 15th, we have 100% illuminated moon and 0% visible. That's why I have the wrong lunar phase up here, because we have a lunar eclipse. The moon rises at 8:08. We're going to go through this real quick. Now, these are the times for Eastern, so subtract a couple hours. But the partial begins, let's see, I got 50% at 10:08. 8:59 is the 50% partial. Totality begins at 11:10, 9:29. Mid-eclipse is 10:11, and the eclipse ends at 10:54, totality does. Then it's partial until 11:23. So taking a look at the times, the best time to see it, and the moon does not come up until 8:08, so it'll be very low in the east. In fact, the penumbral part, which most people can't see and I don't ever highlight, starts before the moon comes up at all. So the best part is probably 8:45 to 9 o'clock, all the way to about 11:30. So totality, when it's going through the complete shadow of the Earth, that eclipse portion begins at 9:29 and ends at 10:53. So I will have the Cherrywood Observatory open, some telescopes out. Right now it looks like it's going to be very mild, probably around 57 or 55 degrees. We have about 40% cloud cover. It does not look like we have rain, but with a low moon like that, we may be shooting between gaps in clouds to see what's going on. So I'll try to show some other things in the sky as possible. Looking at drought. Things from last week to this week get slightly worse on the western slopes, but that's the only change. Nationally, we see a lot of relief in the Great Plains and even not much change in the west, just worsening around Texas, New Mexico, and Colorado. Taking a look at our snow quasi-animation, you see it's dropping down to present. We see it's dropping down pretty rapidly. We don't expect much snow by the end of June, and percent median for statewide is 66% snowpack. So we definitely have lost some ground here. Okay, precipitation, a lot of rain instead of snow, but it is some moisture up there. It's not bad. That's why the drought didn't change too much. We do have fires down in New Mexico that are really bad. We have really thick smoke coming up through the Colorado eastern plains, but for now it's staying to the east of the Front Range, so that's good. Taking a look at the progression of expected severe weather going into the second week of May, and now we are in the second gradated color, 2% probability, with the worst being 8%. So yeah, we should expect to see some severe weather now and then in May. June is even more active, but we'll get to there. Right now it's so dry, nothing's happening, so we're missing out. Here is where the severe weather is on Wednesday, a lot of here in Minnesota and Iowa, a little bit of the eastern South Dakota area, and then West Texas. New Mexico is getting some severe. The next day it moves up and up to east a little bit, and the next day it's drifting off to the east with that front. So taking a look at the system, we have critical fire weather right up to the Denver area. We're in a red flag fire alert again. There's snow way up here, some precipitation here, the severe weather there. Then the front pushes through. We go from upper 80s on Wednesday into the low 70s on Thursday as this cold front comes through. So all gusty, windy conditions and fire danger again. By Friday, it's gone off to our east, leaving us still high and dry. Looking over the next 10 days, our normal high temperature goes from 70-73, normal low 41 to 44, and we don't see a chance of showers kind of returning until near the end of the forecast period. This is about Thursday, Friday next week out here, and well, we can hope. So taking a look at some of the highlights in the upper level pattern, there's a jet stream coming in, looping over on Wednesday. This is what's going to kick in that cold front, and the compression of the air ahead of it and the southwest flow has helped take us into the upper 80s on Wednesday. You can see in the upper water vapor satellite image, we got dry air flowing in from the southwest. Moisture is streaming over, but not much is happening with it. You can see there's a trough there, the ridge here, and then that trough on the east coast is visible in just water vapor. Monday, that's our super hot day. We might hit 90, break 90 again, and that's because the ridge is right here on top of us. We are cooking. There's a little teeny disturbance down here in Arizona, but not much for us. Next Thursday is that next chance of showers. You can see there's a trough coming in on the west coast with the low. You can see the overall heights are dropping some. And there's a hint of a little shortwave over Colorado. And the models do paint us with some showers from Thursday night into Friday. That's what we had last time in the forecast, and it didn't happen. So don't get excited and pull your lawn chairs in yet. So let's take a look at the progression here, going from Wednesday the 11th. That little trough zips up north and just peters out on us, not creating anything but a dry cold front. Then the ridge starts to build over the weekend in the west. Boy, that ridge has just been there for years. It just loves to reform. And we're really dry in the west because of it. There's that little ripple down there on Tuesday. It goes by. The ridge is starting to drift out into the center of the nation as the next trough comes in the west. We got Thursday there, Friday. Here comes that low. And the confidence of a forecast this far out is pretty low. But it does show a big storm system coming in beyond. Temperatures don't need to show much of this because here's the cold front that comes through Wednesday into Thursday this week. Then right away the heat starts to build. Watching that heat, and there's a few little thunderstorms, little blue blobs or individual thunderstorms. And then boy, we roast on Monday under the ridge. Moisture too. Usually only show this in the summer because it's what helps feed our afternoon thunderstorms, but just wanted to show that Saturday into the beginning of the week, we're just really bone dry. Brown coloration here is below normal precipitatable water, and the green. Looking at the surface map, we can just see there isn't much happening, unfortunately. You see rain going by, but it stays to our north. Taking a look down here, we have just dry conditions in the west. Well, going through Sunday, here's our heat on Monday. You have showers through Montana, but nothing much there. There's Nebraska, it gets a little activity. Yep, we just get skipped a lot. There's another good storm for Nebraska, and another one going to Thursday, and there's our chance. Thursday and Friday with another hint of a system beyond that, but that is so far away you just can't believe it much. Looking over the next 5 days, bone dry. Snow, really nothing. Looking over the next 10 days, scooping in that end of week system. Maybe this is good. Maybe it's those next two systems that'll bring some moisture back, and snow to the mountains. We'll have to get cold again too, but we just saw the GFS with snow. So we got 80s, 70 Thursday cool down, 80s through the weekend, possibly breaking 90 on Monday, and a return to shower chances on Tuesday, very small. So for the Longmont leader and Broomfield leader, go there for what frequent weather updates. I'm just losing my track, and lots of local news. Great newspapers. So this has been your weather forecast for the week of May 11th. Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth. Keep looking up. I made it before the bell.